I'm in Huntington Beach. Today is a nice day, huh? If you want to see a nice day, take a look. So I enjoy my Sunday, I guess, kicking back. If you don't know what is Huntington Beach, basically it's a city quite famous for surfing. Has a beach, you see the beach. So it has the beach, it has that volleyball kind of place. Surfing is far away, you know that pier. So the surfing competition is over there. And this is just, and you see far away, that's what do you call them? Catalina Islands. You see after those ships, like kind of mountains, Catalina Islands. So Catalina Islands are more closer than you might think. What can I say? You know, I want to say about cables. You see cables? Look at the cables. See those birds are sitting on the cable? The cable go, right? So I was talking about my system, the cables. In my case, I was analyzing, man, if I have international network and it goes to big city, I've seen AOL was running cables inside of New York City. They had minivan. Well, for maybe that kind of network, maybe okay. But if I have international ones, I found a way. I need to be outside. I can be close to big city, but I need to be outside. There's no way for me huge cables, because the traffic will be like huge. Now I will talk a little bit about system. I have much more to say about system before packages. I did come to different things, you know, different things for the system. I did come to system, then packages, then again I was thinking more about the system, then some other packages. I did not do really all about systems and all about packages. I did, at some point I stopped thinking about packages, no software, I mean packages. I went back to thinking about systems, and I kind of like, you know, if I get tired of one, I think about something else. That's how I was doing. If I cannot figure out something, I think, okay, I will think later. Let me think about the certain software, and I think about software. So I did go back, not only for like emphasize and I did, but also I kind of split for my system. I split into network and like hardware, I guess, computers, and then software. I did go back and forth for both. And what can I say? Well, I can show at home something, but for me, somebody might say, what's your e-commerce? Well, normal e-commerce before, if it was, normally it wasn't like very common. People, when I came in 91, you cannot buy anything online. Customer cannot buy online. I did not see it. Maybe on AOL people were trying to buy, but I don't know exactly what was going on there. But in general, anywhere you go, you cannot buy online. And people had catalogs. Even me, I had catalogs. What's my commerce again? It's external system between users. And packages. It is consumer to consumer, business to consumer, it can be consumer to business, any configuration. Because there are many people, and I did have like eBay, I had Amazon. Sometimes it can be person, eBay or Amazon, like that package. It can be person selling to business. You can be like just one guy selling to business. It depends on how you structure and how good your business is going. But I don't see any problem. You can have your own bookstore or some kind of shop. You just by yourself. Very small shop, but you can sell online. See? You can have like my original mall idea. You can have your store items on that mall, which is like Amazon, right? And you can just do by yourself, you know. I did not have a plan for warehouse for American people. For warehouse, for me, original warehouse was for foreigners to speed up. But it's okay to have for Americans if you really want, because it was kind of, to me, it was a package which is helping people, small businesses, basically small businesses. It's I did talk about even helping with shipping, but I stopped. I did stop. I said if I went to thinking if business is slow, I'll do like shipping. But then I turned back. No, I don't want. Because in my case, I would be like Google and Amazon together. So for me to have warehouse, I said, shipping. Warehouse okay, but shipping for me. It's up to you. Now, but in any case, I do consider my commerce because I did think about from beginning how to connect to many sellers without changing the wires. Normally, e-commerce was like, if it was e-commerce, it was like from computer to computer. One computer sending over the wire invoice or whatever to another computer. So basically it's I would say two users. One user and another user, and they have wire between. That was commonly. In my case, like I said, I have a system and I have packages, okay? And I have bunch of different buildings too. And all my software packages and all my network is just make a certain way of commerce which is not user to user and wire between. It's a different kind. I did see many things during this time. I was trying to get money, but people ignore me. But I've seen many people. I think they were really fooled in some way. Some people were fooled. Some kind of marketing campaign, all that kind of stuff. My original way was just, it's more like a private company and doing, everything. Search, information, whatever, shops. I didn't have any kind of those marketing campaigns for people to get in and get the money, run away. Because I see sometimes it's not a very honest. I've seen some things not very honest, offering them some kind of strange things, and then suddenly like everybody disappear, it's gone, kind of. They were offering some kind of malls to make or whatever. I did not have malls to make. It was for me to make, but I did not have like market you can pay for everybody to have malls. In my case, they would need to be different. You cannot just be copycat. Now another version I had, which is used by Alibaba, I think, or some Chinese. I had the same as Amazon, but my version was wholesale, which is the same, but you sell as a business by big quantities. I don't know who told to Alibaba. Probably again my ex-wife is German, Eastern Germans, someone. I don't know. You know, my ex-wife had connections with communists, I guess. I did not really like all that, to deal with it. Actually, before marriage, she didn't say anything, and then she told me, oh, some kind of this communist. So I got divorced, so I don't care. So, they were communists, I guess. She had connections with Germany, so she talked to someone. But I do see something appear here and there. I pretty much know who it is, who she's talking to. But honestly, financially, like I was studying business. Financially, it's not really. I don't think it's meeting financial regulations. Somebody basically keep talking about mine and kind of making impression it's okay to use. And I don't believe it. I know she had fake papers too. So. How she can get money? You cannot get money. So she need to make fake papers. Look like she alive or whatever. So anyway, the thing is, Chinese, I see Chinese have a lot of those developments. It's actually because my ex-wife talked to some Eastern German, I guess, and they go and talk to Chinese, and Chinese do. But Chinese not exception, you know. You need to be different. You need to be on your own to be original. You don't need to be like, oh, he said a good idea and run to implement. I actually expect Alibaba, he need to pay too, because that's not his brain. It's not. Whatever it was told about me, my idea, it doesn't mean you're going around to look for investors. What was in 92? Zero. There is no external network and no packages. You cannot just take and go and, oh, good idea, we look for investors. No. I consider Alibaba should pay too. And I know Alibaba, that's not his brain. I know my brain. And then, honestly, what they have is some kind of stupid way. They made out of my system some kind of stupid way. I don't really like it. Honestly, I don't. Why? Because I actually consider it's illegal. I don't consider it's legal. And it looks even kind of dusty, kind of some kind of quick way of making dishonest or whatever. And you ask people to invest money or to just communicate. And take a look. Google stepped down. I'm sure they know they're not talents. They probably cannot talk about it. They just don't like to play a dishonest game. Now Amazon. But I need my money. For anybody to be fair, you need to pay. It's not like you take and play the game, kind of hiding guy, kind of hiding crook, kind of. Just for yourself. Yeah, you need to be considerate or business kind of like person. You know, if you because of me got rich, I mean, you need to have enough consideration to pay for it. Like I said, I never had a goal. It just happened like this that somebody, well, I mean, my ex-wife keep talking about mine and everybody's using. But it was my goal, believe me. Now if she's talking about it, I need my money. But I don't like the fact that everybody is like, you know, and I see on TV, oh, internet, this or that. This, honestly, they don't know what they're talking about. Even Harvard, internet. It was made up as internet. It's not internet, believe me. Internet, if that would be internet, okay, that would exist before 92, right? It did exist where? Someplace, okay. Now if you check what you have today, it's not internet. And I was reading legal books, they say network configurations are not transformative. They cannot be transformative. Either this kind of network or other kind of network. You cannot transform it. It means if somebody wanna use old way, they can use. You cannot force them to use a new way. Like I did show in a picture how interconnected networks look like. You can find in old books, MIT, interconnected network, how it looks like. There are pictures, I've seen. It doesn't look like mine, right? Now, if somebody starts to call my internet, then what? Nobody can do old way? Which way? You cannot force them. You cannot force people to do new way. They can always use that, right? So basically, legally, you cannot transformate network configuration. If there is new network configuration, it is a new network configuration. It is not transformative. So whoever was trying to transformate internet to a new configuration, it cannot be transformative. Whoever want to use old internet, they can, but then there is a confusion. Okay, you have internet, this one internet, this looks this, this looks that. It's a confusion, right? You see? So the legal books say it's not transformative. I was reading different legal books, so that's what I want to say. Now I'll get home and I still have something to say about my system before packages, because I decided to just to finish one and then talk to another. But like I was talking about cables. This is the cables, you see. So for my system, I need cables because it's international. I have cables not only from United States, but I have cables from another countries, right? And there are 200 countries. So you assume the traffic. The traffic is not like normal, but if you add 200 countries, the traffic is much different, right? So I ran all of it to the city. I did not like. I did like run to outside of the city, and then from the city to that. But I will talk about that at home. Okay. So about the system, like I said, I still have something to say about the system, and later I will talk about packages. So I was thinking about the system from the terms of from the viewpoint of electronics and network. Then I was thinking how it's gonna look outside, in the middle of the country or close to big cities, and I had one more option, one on east side, one on west side, combine big cities, or east coast, west coast. So that's how my system would look like. That would be main building. Okay, this would be redirecting. This can be inside of the building or outside. Again, redirecting. Why I came to this? Because my normal way of network I had in mind, without this part, it would not work. It just would not. I cannot connect. I couldn't connect cables logically. I was thinking I couldn't just go the place I need to go, and I couldn't do things I want to do. So I came to the redirecting part, which would be digital, because computer works in a digital way, and it's not analog. This would be digital. So suppose somebody is sending message from the west to, say, to the east. It would go redirect to this mistake, but I need to fix it. It would redirect to east. Okay, if they're getting something from computers, like say email, whatever I had, it would go here. It would not go to the east. It would come here. Even if it let's say some kind of New York company, it doesn't mean it's New York. It's over here. It would be like in Colorado or somewhere there. So but like if I put computers on east side, in some case it would go to that place. It depends, if I have similar system on east side of big city, and if it's stored there, I would redirect over there. Okay, now if it's going to like Europe, it could go to this computer, main one here or main one there. It depends on how I direct. Okay, now if it's going from the west to say to Canada, it would direct from here to the Canada. You don't need to again go through electronics. It would direct through the cable. This would just go in cable straight. Or if Mexico, it would go Mexico. Okay, now why I have this one? This would be if somebody is sending a message from Canada to Mexico, it would redirect here to Mexico. But if they are getting some information from the mine computers, it would come there. It would give back whatever they want to see. And now if Canada is contacting, let's say, LA, it would direct from here. This would go straight to this side. So basically I can play with those cables, but the main idea is I'm directing signal. For me to go from here to here, I can go without this, but still I would need to put this part directing over there, because if somebody is submitting, it doesn't know exactly where to go, to this one or to Canada. You see, so I've seen a need to have this redirection part. Okay, now I came to my own network. It was 92 spring, summer 92, fall, summer with fall, I was thinking. So I would say I came to network, right? Then I thought how I'm gonna connect homes, because my original was like to explore from home, but for me it was too much to run cables from home to the system. So I came to like providers part. Okay, this would be homes. So from homes to my network, main network, would be providers. Okay, if they wanna run far away, they can run to the system which is like in Colorado or big system on east or west coast. If they wanna run that far, it's okay. But the main idea, they just run to my network. I have my network and they run over there. So let's see. I have some picture. Okay, hold on. Just general idea. So like provider, suppose this like a certain place for my network, you know, where providers are running up to this point, and this would be my network. Okay. So again, on this side, providers would run out to certain point, and then it's my network. So I have my network, and providers are a part of my network, but I'm not the owner. Okay, I could have my own. I could have my own like providers if I want. If I have a company, I could be a provider. At certain point, maybe I can do it. At certain point, somebody else. But my main idea is I just want to have a network. Okay, but I cannot do everything by myself. You see, for me it's too much. So I split into me and not me, my network and not my network. Even this, my network still can be not me. If it's too much for me, that would be somebody else. Yeah, it's my network, but somebody else is doing it. So that would be, I would say, like this part, network, electronics, wires, computers. Okay, now let me see. Hold on. Now I have this one. This is part of network too. So suppose I have a cafe, internet cafe, and I have cable. That would be provider's cable. I can have my own too if I really want, but I could run my network up to certain point where I have cafes or businesses. So I don't need, let's say, providers. I can have like say business building. Like somebody asked me, business building we have. Okay, I can run maybe. Like AOL was running, they were running for themselves. I can run like this too, but for me it was too much. So I did split. Let's do some providers, some of mine. That's what actually I see now. That's what they do. They do run like they do have providers. That's my design thinking. They do have providers. They do have the network like Google network running under the ocean. That's my design thinking of 92. That's my network and the system, which is not internet. Internet doesn't have that kind of split and that configuration and redirection. So now this would be cafe. Cafe is short wires. Why short wires? Because I didn't like to have cables inside of cafe. Originally it was for cafe or some kind of small business, and it's okay for home too, for business too. Short wireless because the short for the short distance wireless is not dangerous. The transmission, the amplifier, you don't need powerful amplifiers, so it's not dangerous. But the longer the distance, the more dangerous it is. And I did know about that in 92, so I came to short wireless, which is not dangerous, and I didn't like to have super big amplifier in a house or any place people close, because long distance wireless is dangerous. It is dangerous. It can burn. It can burn. It can make big damage. So it can burn birds, believe it or not. So anyway, okay, this would be wireless. I had another wireless which I've seen actually somebody implemented. It's kind of similar to Clearwire. I've seen later Clearwire, which is wireless, but in a city. You have in a city wireless, and you have the unit you put on the window, close to the window, and it's a wireless which is like not in the house, but I would rather put outside of the house. Put on like you see the TV, satellite TV, something like that, just for internet, for outside. Not internet, but I call it a system. Now somebody gave old name, but it's not internet, because you cannot call new things by old name if configuration is different. And it's innovation because it didn't exist, you see. And I did not try to innovate, no, how to say, to change old way. I didn't try it. I just made my own. From the point of view what I want to explore, I was building what I want to explore from home, and I came to a certain system. Right now, let's say, so I have providers. I have my own network. I have system buildings. This picture would be like, this would be another country, most likely, or a big city. It's okay, but it's another country. I did say for small countries it can be one, like it's this one basically the same as this one. So if there are a bunch of small countries, you can put one for few countries if it's close. There is no need for every country to have it. So it could be one for, like, the small countries like Central America. There are some small countries in Asia or some other place. You don't need every building or in every country, but you can combine kind of. It depends on your kind of thinking and what's cost effective, and if it's necessary. Now I have, hold on, where is it? I have the two screens. Okay. Now, no, this one. I had this one. So my system is like, suppose this is a user, right? This would be like inside of the building. My system is like I said before. Okay, this user at some distance, this would be provider. Okay, provider to a certain point, to redirect or to just my network. It depends on how far they want to go. Now I have email, chat computers. I have media computers, search, whatever for search, those forming computers. Then I came to those computers, non-profit, social network, videos, mall, new used items, real estate, movies, education, banks, car flights. I had design for all of this, and then I came to computers which is like on demand, like they're sitting there, but they're not working, but just in case. It's on demand, kind of key-in computers, it's on demand. And then I came to computers people can rent. If they need space, if they don't want to buy computers, you can have a lot of space computers at my system. They don't need to buy computers. So basically, what somebody call cloud computer. It's not a cloud computer. I don't know who gave that name. It's basically it's computers for my system, which is like people can rent. That's all it is. And if they need more, they can have more. It just allows them to have space without buying computers. They just basically um, are paying for computers for the space. Okay, now if they want own computers, they can put outside, make a building, put outside, and connect to my system. And now I had okay, not my store outside. I did assume some can be outside, not in my building. Okay, government too, anyone. Now I came to finance part because, like I said, I have e-commerce. I have shops. I need payment. I came to e-commerce part. I was thinking where I'm gonna put finance. Finance should be close somewhere. I don't wanna have my shops here and finance far away, and it's like big long wires. So I don't mind. Of course, they have their own stuff, but I need their finance somewhere close to me, to my shops. So finance should be somewhere close. Can be inside of my building. Can be close to my building somewhere. So that's how my system look. Now there is option, either you go straight to the network, or you have short wireless, or you use a satellite. Like certain places in the world where no cable, you would go through satellite. So this is my network options, and in a way of reaching my system. Okay, in my case, you don't really reach other person, but you reach the system. In my case, you do reach other person. If there is chat, it goes to my system, and then through my system it goes to other person. So that person has a form, you have a form, but it's going through the system. And the system would provide with software and all that. I said about many users, it's much easier to form many users chat, because everybody is coming here. Then I can add, I can make a chat, visual chat, or any kind of chat I want. So that's how it works. It's not internet. It doesn't go to every individual computer. It's going mostly to the outside system. All they have is like a form. They don't have big software on their side. So that's shortly about my system. Okay, I did think about it long time, but to make videos, I just kind of summarize and I did make changes in my mind, but I came to this kind of final. It was in 92 final. Today I might do something else, but at that time I did come, and that's what people are exploring. So in later videos I will talk about packages. I came to different packages. Like I said, I came to the storing computers, which some call cloud computers. I don't know. You see, they give names to mine, and if you check, there is no talent. They will be around and around. Be it for the system, be it for packages, be it for you cannot use somebody else and give name and do this. This is not the honest business. What they do is not honest business. So so that would be shortly about my system. So you've seen, I did show you. I had like search engine screen. Look after that, So it would go, the user would go to, if you say search engine, it will go here. Okay, if you just on a browser window type the name, it will go to these computers. Okay, in case of email, it would leave a message on email computers, and another person would access because he has emails too, email account too. Now in case of finance, I had finance different companies, and one payment, I came to one payment. So one payment will work with few, but then give option to use one payment, or people just use their finance without that one payment system. So that's shortly. The next video would be like talking about packages. So that's all I can say for now.